Hello, everybody. Marcia Dehn-Nix here, or you can call me Marcy. I'm here for Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine, and we are going to create a layout today with lots of layers and incorporating a couple different cut files. I love using my Silhouette Cameo. It's my favorite tool, and I hardly ever create a layout without using a cut file. So today we are working with the Carta Bella Paris collection. And right now we're layering this pink polka dot paper and pink and white stripe paper on a black mat. So I cut these ahead of time. That pink polka dot paper I cut down to 10 by 9, and the striped paper that's going over the bottom half of it is 10 by 4. And that was all put on a black cardstock then, and I had an 1/8 of an inch around the edge of all of it. My first cut file here is a negative strip. This is a cut file I created myself. My photos are 2.5 by 3.5. I left the openings in the middle big enough to allow for my photo size, and then just added more rectangles at the top and the bottom to create the negative strip look. So I love using negative strips when I'm doing travel layouts. They keep my photos from blending too much together, and they really make them pop more against the background. I decided to wrap some hemp twine around the bottom of my photos and just adhering it on the back of that negative strip using some foam tape to keep the twine in place. So the other cut file I'm using is this Eiffel Tower. This one is a print and cut that I used from Echo Park paper. I printed it on white cardstock first and then cut around the outside of it. And I printed it pretty big because I wanted to make a dramatic statement here. I wanted people to know that this was a Paris layout, and of course everyone knows where the Eiffel Tower is. It's very iconic. I have this Eiffel Tower then on the right side of my layout, and then I am layering some 4x6 journal cards behind that. So I have one that is like a postcard that I have on the left side, and another one with blue on the edge, just to bring in some different colors and to make it stand out more from the other papers. I went with the blue. I adhered my negative strip down then with foam tape to give it some dimension and pop it up from the background. Going through the chipboard and the die-cut ephemera, I decided on using this Paris chipboard piece from my title, and then the die-cut ephemera Let's Explore Paris, France. I want to create 3 clusters of embellishments on my layout to draw your eye across my layout. So the first one is the title, and I want to layer some stickers underneath it to just create the cluster. And so I went with this flower cart, and because I used foam tape on my photos and the negative strip there, I'm putting foam tape on the part of the sticker that is underneath that so that it is at the same height as my photos. And the same with that chipboard piece. I put a little bit of foam tape on the back side of that just at the bottom. And that keeps everything at one level then. I added a sticker flower pot on there too on the right side of my title. So the second cluster I created was this Let's Explore France. And again, I put foam tape on one half of it and then added some macaroons on there. The third cluster, I'm going to add in the upper left, I have Notre Dame there, that chipboard piece. And then I'm going to add a Paris luggage tag up there as well. After my clusters are all in place, I decided I wanted to add a twine bow on here. And I am going to use my Bow Easy tool to do that. It's just a rigid plastic piece with different slots in it to make different size bows. And I can tie a double bow with this tool, and it is so easy to use, and it ties the perfect bow every time. So I am going to adhere my bow on top of the negative strip where I have the twine wrapped around the bottom of my photos. Then one of the last things I'm going to do is to arrange a few enamel dots in and around the clusters on my layout. And that's my layout. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you give this technique a try. Until next time, bye-bye now.